So a couple years ago, I made a video on some collectible fireworks that I found at PGI, and I asked my subscribers if they would like to see my full firework collection. And here we are 2 years later on episode 10. I think we still have about 3 to 4 episodes to go until we've covered the entire current collectible fireworks stash. Now obviously, even after we cover those last 3 or 4 episodes, I'm still going to be collecting. So as I fill up more totes, I will make videos on them in the future. But today we're going to be focusing on 4 totes that all have a similar theme, and that theme is artillery shells. So we've got canisters and ball shells in all 4 of these totes. We're going to be showing you every kit that I have. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into our first tote. I'm going to get the top opened up. We'll move the tote off to the side and pull out these items one at a time. We're going to do that for each tote. All right, so our first item in the tote is the Ground Zero Mine Shell Kit by Legend Fireworks. You get 10 super loaded mines. All of your effects are there on the side. Mine shell kits in particular are a bit tough to find, as normal fireworks stores don't really carry them because they want to be selling the canister shells that go up in the air and create that loud starburst effect, whereas these are more effect based and you have that mine that goes up in the air. So these shells, even though they look like real canisters, they actually just shoot stars out of the tube. And it looks like, to put it in perspective, it's like a fountain that shoots really high up into the air. Next up, we got the Globe artillery shells. You get 12 of them and 2 tubes in the kit. Only reason I got them is because they're by this brand, Kylan King. And from what I remember, you know, some videos I've watched of other people's collectible fireworks, I don't think they make fireworks anymore. I could be wrong about that. But these were made at the Beihai factory, and so there's something to be said about those shells. I do remember that. Like, Beihai shells are just better than all the other shells on the market, so I'm glad to have at least 1 kit of these in the collection. Next up, we got Nightmares, and this is actually the last item in this tote. So these shell kits are pretty big. In this one, you get 12 shells. 30 heart-beating bursts is what it says on the bottom. But the kicker here is they're by Beihai brand, and you got the BB sticker on there. So you've got a triple break white chrysanthemum shell. Top-notch stuff right here. Moving on to our second tote, I can tell we have some goodies in here as well. So I'm going to get it moved off to the side and we'll show you what's in this tote one at a time. All right, so the first shell kit I pulled out of the tote is called the 007 Assassin Shells by Wise Guy. It had like a black and white print on there, so no color on the label. Only reason I picked up this sleeve is because they don't make these shells anymore, number 1. And number 2, I actually grew up using these shells. These were some of the first canister shells I ever lit off on the channel, and so I'm glad I have 1 sleeve of them left. All right, next one up is kind of interesting. We got the Hong Kong Harry's brand artillery shell. I believe Hong Kong Harry's is a Montana local brand. So this is like native to the state of Montana. Obviously they're made in China, but for some fireworks store in Montana. But we've got the B sticker on there, so that makes them special. You get 12 white chrysanthemums in here. All right, these next ones here are also kind of interesting, again with that Kylan King brand. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. These are some older shells, I believe early 2000s. Obviously you get 12 of them per kit, and it looks like that. They are called King Snake Shell. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorites and probably one of the coolest finds I've ever had at a fireworks store. These are the Rocket Blasters by World Class Fireworks. They're not made anymore, but as you can see, it was a cylindrical style shell, but in a rocket casing. Like, take a look at that. Now, I do have an entire video on these shells if you want to see what they do on my channel. To be honest, they weren't that impressive, but it's still a very unique shell kit. You'll never see something like this again. So for the low price of 20 bucks, I picked up an additional kit of these for the collection. This next one here is pretty cool. It's also the smallest shell kit I have in this tote. Just a 12-shot artillery shells by United Pyrotechnics. There's your United Pyro. Feel the power. Don't know why I ever kept these. I do like kind of the Western style font on here. And yeah, they're going to be in the collection. Now, the last shell kit inside this tote has kind of an interesting story. So I didn't know that these were the best ball shells ever made. If I had, I probably would have bought the rest in the entire store. I picked these up in Missouri a long time ago, I think in 2017 or 18, but I only picked up 2 boxes of them, and I'll never be back to that store, unfortunately. And even if I did, they're probably already sold out. These are by Universal brand, but it's one of their first run products. You've got single break artillery shells, double break, you've got triple and quadruple breaks. But these are real ball shells and they break really hard, something that the firework industry is lacking on these days. You will not find a ball shell kit like this on the market today, no matter where you look. This is definitely probably top 5 ball shell kits ever made. And moving on, we have this beast of a tote. It is actually the second largest tote that I have, minus the gray one on the floor. We'll get to that later because that one's got some 24 kits in it, but it looks like this thing is loaded with small artillery shell kits and whatnot. Let's try to tackle this real quick. So I wanted to show the first 2 items out of the tote together because you'll notice the branding is a little different, but it is the same brand. So right here you've got the original Universal brand, which was just white with red and blue. And then you've got the newer one, I guess you could call it. By the way, they don't make fireworks anymore. But these are the Boss shells, Boys of Simple Sin. Take a look at the artwork on there. Also, I'm noticing there's a check mark here by 6. I don't know if they make these in a 12 shell kit. If they do, I don't know about it. But either way, and then here we've got the 1 1/4 inch artillery shells. The B version by Universal. Now, anything Universal, especially from these shell kits like the Jambalaya shells and the Boss shells, artillery shells like that, they're going to be some of the best ball shells you've ever had. And that's why they're in the collection. Next up, we've got 5 packs of my favorite mini shell kit of all time. This is the boombox. You guys may remember from like 10 years ago, I did a video on these. The video went viral. I ended up deleting the video because I didn't like some of the things I said in the video. But anyway, yeah, I was a kid and these things really caught me off guard. They were super loud. So yeah, it's basically a little firecracker that goes in the tube, and as you can see, I paid $4 for the kit, but that's what it looks like, boombox, and they're some of my favorites. Like I said, imagine the little M150s, but a little louder, and they go up in the air. That's what you'll get with this kit. Now, the interesting part is there is another boombox kit, and I also have that one. It looks like this. Any resemblance to these, I don't know. Was this the first edition version of this? And maybe this is like the predecessor? I have no clue. But either way, they're both called boombox. I don't know who makes this one. I don't think there's a brand on here. And I don't even know if they do the same thing. This was the last box in the fireworks store. Had to get it just because I love the name. And these are some of my favorite shells ever. And next up, we've got the biggest scam in consumer fireworks history. This is called Red Rascals. It says super loud. You know, they got big lettering here on the sides. It even says shoots flaming balls with reports. So you think these are going to be like the boombox, which is the same size over here, right? Same canister shell size and everything. However, there are no reports in this kit. You know, it even says 6 bombs. They're not bombs. You get mini color canister shells in here, nothing more, and they're not even that great. So yeah, it's a scam. All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. So right here, I've got a box of the Deadpool canister shells. Had to get it because Deadpool is right there on the front. The only thing I would like to see is the Deadpool graphic on the tube. It is just a standard fiberglass tube, but the shells are kind of packaged like this, you know. They're really nice cans. Beautiful white chrysanthemums in these things. And we're gonna follow that up with a sleeve of the Zombie Hunter shells with the zombie guy on there. They're pretty cool, nothing too crazy, but just wanted to hang on to them. And you guys that know me knew this was coming. We've got the original White Knight canister shells right here. Special white strobe kit, so that means all 6 shells inside the sleeve are white strobes. These have the brown top on them. I think there is a newer version of these shells, but they'll never be like the originals. These are some of the loudest color cans that you can get on the consumer market. I'm gonna rephrase that. These are the loudest non-salute canister shells you can get on the consumer market, besides the dust shells, of course. We've got the Neon Diablo 5-inch shells by Black Cat Fireworks. Take a look at that neon logo too. Really a fan of that. And just this overall reflective packaging. And these are some of the coolest canister shells I've ever seen. Look at that thing. So they've got like a bunch of glittery sparkle stuff going on. I did pick up 2 boxes of these because one kit we're gonna do a video of on the channel. I think you can get these in a 24 kit, but I could be wrong. Anyway, this glittering stuff on the shell itself, love that. Want to see more shells like that. All right, this kit right here is called Nightwing. They are 5-inch canister shells with white chrysanthemums. Not much else to say about them. They're just awesome shells. And I bet you guys were not expecting this. So we've got the original IT canister shells. That means I've had these since their first run. You will notice that nice little label up there. We've seen like 3 different editions of these shells, but I believe these are the originals. Now, there's also one where there's no brand on it. But either way, white chrysanthemum shells again. And yes, I do think this was the first edition. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, guys, take a look at this thing. We have the mother of all firework totes. I know there's some 24 kits of canister shells inside this thing. Let's get it opened up and see what's in there. All right, so I just opened it up, and the first item I pulled out is a bag of Excalibur shells. What edition or year these are, I don't know. These must be 2015, I want to say. So, yeah, oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so this is the plastic top versus cardboard top. Same shell, same effect. So we've got not only the original with the cardboard top, but we also have the plastic one. So here's an up close of both shells. You'll notice that the plastic top over here is a little bit slimmer than the original one. And this one definitely is heavier. But for some reason I have this weird memory that these were actually louder than these. And I don't know if that's just because they don't go as high or what. But yeah, 2 different versions of Excalibur, same effect, different top, different size. I think that's why I kept them. I also have this TNT fireworks bag in here. I have no idea what's in this. Okay, more Excalibur shells. It looks like just a mix of original cardboard and plastic top. I don't think there's anything else in there. Nope. So just a bunch of miscellaneous shells. I don't have the original kit. Actually, that's a lie. I think I do. So I've got this thing here. Not really sure what's in it. Oh, okay. So these are like the original Excalibur shell. I know you might be confused because I already said that, but these actually, I think they started coming out with these in like 2012, and then these in 2015 or 18. I have no clue. But these are like the original old ones. Look, they even have bottom written down here, top right there. This is patent number 6,912,958. Crazy. And then it looks like I have 2 boxes of the Sir Lancelot shells by World Class Fireworks. For those of you who don't know, these are just Excalibur shells in a 6 sleeve. So exact same thing as Excalibur shells, but if you didn't want to buy the full 24 kit, you could get these. What makes them special is you've got the original shells in there. Definitely cool. And unlike the White Knight canister shells, you don't even have to know about my channel to see this coming. These are the death shells, king of all canister shells. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you say. These are the best canister shells ever made, and I'm gonna stand by that. Now, there are some new shells these days. We've all seen them, like the 100s, whatever. They're pretty good, but they ain't like the original death shells. If you don't believe me, go check my video from several years ago on these bad boys. This is the only box of them that I have left, and this is the original version. This is not the one with the number on the shell, right? So you just have the bloody handprint on there. OG's right here, and I'm gonna hang on to them forever. All right, this is really interesting to me because I found this kit half opened at a fireworks store. Of course I bought it, and it was like half the price, right? You only get 2 sleeves of shells in there. Here's the kicker though. It says DOT Class C here at the bottom, and I don't think they put that on Excalibur kits anymore. So this might have been a misprint altogether. I'm just happy to have this box. I wish that it was a complete kit. As you can see, we do have the high density polyethylene tube that these world-class kits come with. So it's not really that old, but I don't think I've ever, and now that I'm looking at it closer, this is a sticker. You can kind of see some lettering beyond the sticker. Look at that. There says supervision right there. You can read that clearly, right? Maybe I got scammed and these are fake Excalibur shells. Who knows? Does that sword look normal? Does it? You guys got to tell me. I don't know. Either way, happy to have it. It's definitely unique. Maybe I spoke too soon because we do have an original box of Excaliburs right here, which I didn't know I had until now, featuring all of the old shells. So take a look at that. That is a complete full 24 kit with all original shells inside of what looks like a newer Excalibur box. And it does say the DOT on here, so maybe I was wrong about that. Let's flip it around to the back. Now you'll notice this is definitely a little different because on the first kit, there, let's flip it back over. So there's that supervision that we saw over here. So now I'm wondering, oh, the sword is different too. It's got a different color. Look at that. It's very hard to see, I know, but it's got like a different hue or tint. That's interesting. But we take a closer look at this now. You can see with arrow, so they added that. So this must be like they added that after the fact. So maybe that's why I hung on to these, is because of the difference in the label here. And I present to you the last item inside the Mega Firework tote. These are the 5-inch Jawbreaker shells by Pyro Nation. How cool is this? We got a guy who started making firework videos on YouTube, and now he has his own firework. The problem is I can't find these shells anymore, and I would love to do a demo on this kit. But unfortunately, this is the only box I have. And so I don't want to light them in case he never makes them again. And you know, this is a guy from real life. Like, he's got a YouTube channel. His name's Rob. We used to talk quite a bit. We don't talk much anymore. We're still friends, but let's take a look at this thing. So all your effects there on the back. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I wish that I had a 24 kit of shells like this, but I don't. But anyway, yeah, this is like his logo from YouTube right on here. And he did make some cakes too that I made in a video. But I've always wanted to see these shells in person, never got a chance. And I think I'm just gonna hang on to this box forever until I can find another box of these. And then we'll get you guys a video on the shells. And ladies and gentlemen, we covered all 4 totes full of artillery shells today, including this monster tote right here, which next to the box of Excalibur, you can see why I needed a tote that large. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, we always light something off at the end of these collectible firework videos, and this is no different. So let's go ahead and enjoy a pack of my all-time favorite mini cans, the boombox shells. All right, these shells are 10 years old, so hopefully they still work. Let's find out. Oh my God. Yeah, they work. Let's see another one. Jeez. And we got a third one going up. Wow. Fourth one, and we'll shoot this in wide angle. Here goes a double 4A finale. Nice. I think they're louder than they were when I was a kid. Well guys, that was the boombox. Hope you enjoyed.